says turn around when possible. Somebody don't go in to reevaluate because they are running away from something. Change never happened in a mass. You have to choose few people who will be willing to walk with you. Envy is a sign of witchcraft. Put your energy in improving yourself. The things you have to forgo to get back in alignment. When people tell my story, Chineke me, I'm not the strongest person. You want to get back in alignment, you withdraw. And if you don't have that supporting system, if your friend wants to be in competition with you, drop them. Be at least honest. Olua, the word is not coming. The word I want to say is not coming. May I bear?
If not just me, I'll be doing anyhow. Because nobody go there to challenge me. Nobody's supernatural. Life versus spirit of the carnival. The personality, no matter. Individuality, cannot make a stand. I sing for all y'all. Don't let anybody push you to the wall.
Hello everyone, how are we all doing? It's your girl Adora Gold. It's another special week. I hope you had a good week. Well, today I'm bringing to you another special topic. Every topic is special, but today I'm bringing to you adjustment. An adjustment is to make an alteration or a movement to achieve a certain goal. So first of all, I came up with this topic because I've noticed a lot of things, especially around myself. When you make an adjustment, so some people don't get to understand, or some people don't understand certain theory, and some people don't understand certain decisions that you make. But today I'll go through them all with you. It's something I've been through, it's something I'm still going through, and it's something a lot of people don't pay attention to, but they still fall victims of this adjustment, or otherwise not to make a positive decision to be in alignment to what their goals are and to what they intend to achieve. So I'll take you through. I'll be using an illustration of a wheel alignment. When you have a car, when you buy a new car, a brand new car, the wheels and everything is in alignment, and everything is fantastic about it. It's not shifting, it's not moving to the left when you're driving it or to the right, because it's in alignment. When you have a small car, to do the alignment, when you take it to the garage, it's not that expensive compared to when you buy a bigger car. So the more the next level you go, the more money you spend. Then the reason for wheel alignment is because when you buy a new car, the car is verified and the alignment is done. It's completely done. But when you use an old car over the year, over a short period, because you are hitting the curb, because you've used it over time, so the wheel, the nuts of the wheel start shifting, and when they shift, it makes your car not to have a proper balance. So now when you're driving, it can be shifting towards the left or towards the right, so you have to take it to the garage to get a wheel alignment done. In a real life scenario, I've been thinking, what is it that I need to tell people out there that they need to pay attention to, that is missing? There's a missing, maybe the nuts have kind of loosened, or you need to have your wheel changed, or you need to have yourself checked because over the years, things have happened, problems, issues, a lot of challenges. Even with the COVID. With the COVID, we have to quarantine. You have to self-isolate. You have to take certain measures. It's not because of choice, but it's because some things have happened. COVID have come, pandemic have come. So now we all have to adjust. So that have made all of us to be home, to stay back home, to readjust. The government are trying to balance things, to make sure that everything goes well. So that's why there's an adjustment. But now there's positive adjustment and there's negative adjustment. Do you know the cost of what it takes to get back in alignment? Do you know the things you have to forego to get back in alignment? Do you know the extent of what you have to do or take or accept to get back in alignment? We run through life as if everything is straight sometimes. We feel we're on top of the world. We feel everything is okay, fantastic. Oh, we're living our life. But at some point, there's always a shift. And when there's a shift, what do you need to do? You need to sit back, reevaluate, rethink, readjust. Some of the issues that we face, they are like a test, and some of the issues are just things that happen. But let's not mistake a test for an attack, because they are two different things. When you're having an attack, it's different. When you're passing through a phase, it's different. When you're being tested, it's different. Sometimes God tests us. So when you're being tested, then you have to readjust to figure out, what am I losing? What's going on? Oh, what's happening around me? Me personally, for a while now, I've withdrawn. I've been indoors. I've done less of the things I used to do. Less activities, less social media, but I'm here. Nothing is wrong with me, but because I needed to readjust and get back in alignment. The reason we use a GPS, sat-nav, the reason we use it is to set us to a direction. But have you imagined going somewhere? I've been on on M4, and I wasn't looking, and mistakenly I missed my way. When the sat nav is saying turn right, turn left, do that, blah blah blah. But because I wasn't paying attention, I took the wrong turn. It took me over 7 miles to get back to the route where I'm supposed to have taken. So sometimes that is life. If you miss it, you will have to have a turnaround. You will have to come back in alignment to find yourself to the actual road, to the actual route you're supposed to follow. But people mistake it to be something else, and I'll tell you how. The sat-nav always says turn around when possible, but turn around when possible. Anytime you wake up, it's your morning. If you wake up 2 o'clock, it's your morning. If you wake up 6 a.m., it's your morning. But it doesn't matter when you wake up. The most important thing is that you woke up. So when it's necessary, turn around when possible. But what do people do? Because you withdraw and from friends and family, because you distance yourself, it's being tagged as something different. People don't understand that when someone is going through a rough patch, that they need space, they need time, they need encouragement, they need you to, they need you to encourage them and to make them feel loved. When you see somebody who used to be outgoing and all of a sudden the person stopped what they used to do or what you know them to do. What do? You reach out. Are you okay? Is everything okay with you? But I know right now that things are rough for you, but I'm here for you. Whenever you have time, whenever you're okay, I'm always here. You can always count on me. But no, people judge you. People judge you because you're trying to readjust. And this is the reason why you have to drop anybody that does not support you in your journey, anybody that does not make you feel loved or cared for in your journey. Not all when it's all rosy. There's always when it's rosy. There are friends who love you for when everything is good. But when it's bad, they turn their back against you. You don't need such friends. That's not what you need at all. Hear from me. I've been there. You don't need such friends. You need friends who will stand by you during thick and thin. And stand there. Even if you're chasing them, they will tell you, don't worry, I'm here. Whenever you're ready, whenever it's time, I'll be waiting. But take your time, reevaluate, recalculate, readjust yourself, and we'll all be here and we love you. That is a true friendship. That is a true family. That is a true child of God. But people don't tend to say it that way. They take it the other way around. Just keep listening. You have to get to a certain point where you have to make yourself a company. Your company, you should love your company. Don't be distracted by any company. The reason you chose that step is because you want to reevaluate. I have a friend, when she had an issue, she ran away. She stayed away for a very long time, for like 2 years. Then, when she was ready, she called and said, I'm here. And we understood. We said, welcome back. We understand. Yes. But some people, no. She's not calling me. She's not checking up on me. I called her. She didn't pick up her calls. Was she picking your call before? Was she there before? Was she like that before? If she wasn't like that before, don't you think that you should be there for her or for him to go through that rough patch, to make sure they go through it all, but you by the side? Because some people don't want you to interfere with their thinking. Some people don't want their decision to be based on what somebody said. Some people don't want you to interfere with their decision, so they stay away. The reason they stay away is not for hate, it's not for anything else, but it's rather to be able to have a moment of themselves, to have a moment of their own company, to rethink and think a way forward and know what has gone wrong. It could be they're facing life issues. It could be that they just don't know themselves. They want to rediscover themselves. You have to give them the time. You have to give them the chance. Don't go badging on them. Don't go fighting them. Don't go saying, oh, this, that, that. Don't go gossiping them. Somebody don't go in to reevaluate because they are running away from something, because they are shying away from something. No, it's because they just want to have a moment for themselves and rethink. But don't take it otherwise. Always the supporting side rather than be judgmental. One thing is for sure, change never happens in a mass. You have to choose few people who will be willing to work with you. You have to drop the ones that are not ready to work with you. Those that are ready to work with you to get back in alignment are those ones that you have to focus on. The rest they're not ready to work with you or reason with you, then you have to drop them. It's not being sassy, it's not being funny. It's about you. Don't even think, I keep saying it, we don't need validation. At the age and stage and the life we live, where we are right now, with what is happening in the world, we all have to try and get back in alignment. This COVID, this pandemic, the whole situation, things that we're facing personally in our life, in our homes, is something to make us, I think God is passing a message for us to readjust and get back in alignment, so that when we go past through this whole life situation, pandemic, and all the rest of it, then we'll be able to stand and focus. With that, you will be able to enjoy life. But if you don't, you'll still be living a life of you don't know where you're going, you're just going straight. But it's very dangerous, because it gets to a time when you have to be tested. It gets to a time when you have to pass through a phase. If you're not ready, if you're not strong, you might lose it. But if you understand you're passing through a phase, if it's something that made you to know that you have to go through things, then that's good. But sometimes if something don't push you to know, like the wheel of the car keep moving to the left, to the right, it's not straightforward anymore. It's not the way it was manufactured. What do? You take it to the garage for them to get back in alignment. But in the real life, if something don't make you, if you're not going to the left when you're supposed to be going to the right, or going to the right when you're supposed to, if life situation don't get you to get to that point, what do? If God helps you, you figure it out yourself and said, no, I don't like the life I'm living. I don't like where I am. I don't like the level I am at. I need to operate at this level. I need to change this thing. I need to change in this way. I need to change that the other way. It's a choice. That's getting back in alignment. Sometimes something pushes you to know where you are. And most times, nothing pushes you. Some people just realize you just have it inside of you. There's always that thing that tells you, I'm not doing well. I'm not where I'm supposed to be. I'm not getting it right. You always want to try to get it right. That's the good spirit. That's the time you want to get back in alignment. So you try to, there's that spirit that tells you you're not doing it right. That is what I'm talking about. You have to drop a lot of things. You have to lose people. You will lose friends. Your name will be on the billboard. Now, let's talk about that. Some people invest so much in your business. Oh my God. Tell me about it. Some people invest so much in everything that you do. Do you know what? Some people don't even know you. When people tell my story, Chineke me, I sit down like this, I'm like, Vera, is this you? Are they talking about you? But because I know who I am, I can't be bothered. Some people tell your story like they live in the same house with you. When people tell me what people are talking about me, I'm like, hey, Jesus. Vera, I pinch myself. Is this you? Kai. But what do? I'm not the strongest person. I'm not the most righteous person. All of us, we've all done mistakes. But sometimes you want to get back in alignment. You withdraw. And if you don't have that supporting system, if your friend cannot tell you or push you forward, drop them. If you're doing something your friend is not encouraging you, drop them. If your friend pretend not to see the good thing that you're doing, drop them. If your friend wants to be in competition with you, drop them. If your friend don't encourage you in the things that you do, or be at least honest. Be at least honest. Olua, I'm trying to speak Yoruba, but I don't know how to speak it. I wish I can. The word is not coming. The word I want to say is not coming. But Chineke me, ha, Jesus, me I better. People are dangerous. I've seen things like this. I'm like, ah, Father Lord, I thank you. I thank you. Somebody came to meet another friend and sat down. She has never seen me before. By the time she narrated my story, oh my Lord, I'm like, what the heck? Because another friend that is close to me is feeding them. Why? Women, why? Women, why? Why can't you encourage anybody that knows me? I'm not trying to pretend. Everybody knows me. Anybody that knows me knows very well I'm very supportive. I'm there for you. I cry with you. I smile with you. I party with you. That is me. I'm not expecting everybody to be like me. But don't be practicing witchcraft. Don't be practicing witchcraft. Envy is a sign of witchcraft. If you don't know it, know it. Stop it, women. Stop it. Face your family. Put your energy in improving yourself. Put your energy in your children. Leave people's business. Leave it. It's not for you. Let God judge everybody according to what they've done. It's not good. And for you, who is being accused or who is being the talk of the town, don't readjust yourself just to belong. Readjust yourself, drop them and move forward. That's one thing I've realized. Because at the end of the day, you're by yourself if you're not careful. So you're better off by yourself and rediscover yourself and get back in alignment for what God has actually called you to do, or to what God has called you to be, or to who God has called you to be. So after dropping people, when you're trying to get back in alignment, people get mad. Try. They're upset. They don't like it. They're like, oh, you're leaving them. You're dropping them. You have to drop them. Some people don't like you because you made a decision, and that your decision, because of the decision you've made, they disconnect with you. If they disconnect with you, pick up, make God your best friend. If you don't know who else to make best friend, use God to make your best friend. I have lovely friends. I have encouraging friends. I have people who are there for me. I have people who wants to do more for me. I have people who ask me, what can I do for you? And I'm like, no, I'm fine. Or no, I will be fine. I have people who have spoken to me to say, Vera or Adora, whenever you're ready for us to go back, I will be here. But I have those who are judgmental. I cannot get over that. But I pray that God will forgive them and open their inner eyes to see the truth, to get to the level where you are. Because the level where you are is the level where you need no distraction. This is the stage when we are in this world. We don't need any distraction. We need to focus. We need to focus to get back in alignment. This is time to readjust. This is time of quarantine. This is time of self-isolation. I didn't make up these words, but this is those times. So don't be deceived. Make use of it, of this time, to readjust. Don't readjust because of people. People might not like you for your decision. You might have haters, you lose friends, you lose everybody for your decision. But what I'm asking you to do today is that use this period I try to let this word come, but it's not coming. Use this time to find out who you are, A lot of people are at home not doing anything. Use it to figure out what can you do. If it's to be baking, start baking. Use your friends and family for tasting. If it's to be sewing, YouTube is your friend. If you don't know how to cook, YouTube is your friend. If you don't know how, everything is on YouTube these days. You want to be a motivational speaker, you read more, you watch other speakers speak, you engage. There are people that have hidden talents, but right now they're not making use of it because they are shy. Me, I used to be very shy. No, my auntie said to me, this is not you. This is not something that you can do. There are hidden talents, but you just need somebody to encourage you. You just need somebody to push you. But one thing I'm grateful for is I have that supporting team. I have that supporting person who is behind me, who's saying you can do it. I have that supporting people who are in my life that they're saying you can do better. And when I do it, they call me, they say you did amazingly well, but you can adjust here, you can do this better. And I take negative feedbacks and I take positive feedbacks. It makes me to do more, it encourages me to deliver more, and I try to make it better every day as I go. And this thing is nothing. It's just for me to pass the information so that all of us will enjoy ourselves and pay attention to things that we don't pay attention to. And as you've listened and watched me today, I hope you learned something. This is what I think, I don't know. It's not like I'm not an expert, but this is something I think that we should all use this opportunity, this time of lockdown and everything, to use it to discover ourselves and get back in alignment where you have fallen so you can get up. That's all I'm saying, my lovely people. I'm happy that the message is passed. I hope so. But getting back in alignment, ask God to show you, if you're not sure what one or which way to go. Ask God, pray. Ask God to show you the way. Ask God to open your eyes. Ask God to direct you to the right people. Ask God to place you where your dreams can come true, or where you can discover yourself. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Love you all. Bye. Mwah.